Today I want to share a quick and easy way to alter pants that are too big in the waist without cutting any fabric and without undoing any existing seams. Plus, this alteration is completely reversible if you need to adjust it later. So to take in these pants at the waist, instead of taking in the sides, I just pinched the fabric at 2 spots on the front and tucked the extra fabric behind itself, with the pleat folds pointing outward like this. These pants had darts at 2 spots at the waist, so I made sure the edge of the dart matched with the edge of the pleat. But if your pants don't have darts, you could pinch anywhere near the midpoint of each leg along the waist. Then I clipped the pleats together at each fold. You could also use pins or chalk to mark the fold spots. And I double-checked the measurements with my ruler to make sure each pleat was pretty much equal. Mine were good to go at about 1.5 inches each. Because all the folds made my fabric somewhat thick, I had to put down my feed dogs to be able to slide the fabric under my machine's presser foot more easily. And if you don't know, the feed dogs are these little metal teeth that help pull the fabric forward when sewing. So you can see right here, the fabric, while still thick, it slides better underneath my presser foot without getting caught in those little teeth of the feed dogs. And if you end up putting your feed dogs down, just don't forget to put them back up before sewing, otherwise your fabric won't move forward. So then I started sewing, making sure to backstitch. And then once I got to the edge of the waist, which was the thickest part, I used my hand wheel to make the last few stitches and to backstitch. It might have been okay to sew the normal way with my foot pedal, but I wanted to avoid breaking any needles. And then I did the same thing to the pleat right next to it, and here's what the first 2 stitches look like. Then I did the exact same thing for the other side. And just a reminder, you'll only want to sew the length of the waist seam. These pants didn't really have a visible waist seam on the outside, but I used the inner seam as a guide. Now, even though I proceeded with caution elsewhere, I did accidentally sew over and break an inside button, so just watch out for spare parts hiding underneath when sewing. So I seam ripped that button right off and tried again. Okay, and here's what both sections look like finished. Then I gave my newly altered pants a good press, ironing the creases of the pants down to about the knee area. And here's a reminder of what we were looking like before, and here is the after. This only took me a few minutes, and now these funky cropped pants fit me perfectly in the waist. I was able to take them in by a whole 3 inches, and I love that they can easily be undone if I grow into them. Plus, I think the pleats give them a trouser-like look, which also modernizes them a little. Okay, important question. Which top should I style them with? I think I like both looks, but definitely feel a hit of dopamine looking at those 2 funky patterns combined. Anyways, I think this is my new favorite sewing hack. Do you have a favorite quick fix for altering clothes? Because if so, I would love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video tutorial helpful, be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to help other people find my videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!